All right, folks, let's talk about taxes. I know it's about as exciting as watching paint dry, but trust me on this one. We're diving into the wild world of PAYE, which stands for Pay As You Earn. PAYE is how most of us pay our income tax in Zimbabwe. Every paycheck, a bit goes to the government. It's like your money takes a detour to Harare. That's how we keep the lights on and the potholes filled. With PAYE, you don't need to save up a huge chunk for taxes. It's all taken care of gradually throughout the year. It's like a subscription service for roads, schools and a functioning government. So, the next time you see PAYE on your pay stub, don't freak out. It's just the system doing its thing, keeping the country running. Okay, so we know PAYE is how we pay income tax, but who's actually doing the math? Turns out it's your friendly neighbourhood employer. Yep, they're not just responsible for giving you work and hopefully decent coffee, they also get to play taxman. Don't worry though, they're not just picking random numbers out of a hat. Your employer calculates your payee based on something called the Income Tax Act, Chapter 23:06. It's basically the tax Bible that tells them exactly how much to deduct from your salary. They also use your personal details like your tax identification number, TIN, and any other income you might have, more on that later. It's like a giant, complicated puzzle. But instead of a pretty picture, you get a number that tells you how much money you owe the taxman. So next time you see your boss, give them a little nod of appreciation. They're doing more than just bossing you around. They're practically honorary tax collectors. Now, here's where you come in. While your employer does the heavy lifting with pay calculations, you've got a crucial role to play too, being honest. Remember that other income we talked about earlier? Well, it's time to come clean. Any side hustles, investments or rental income? The taxman wants to know about it. Why? Because all these extra earnings affect how much tax you owe. And trust me, the last thing you want is the taxman knocking on your door with an audit notice. But hold up, it's not all doom and gloom. There's also good news. Deductions and credits, these little gems can actually reduce your tax bill. But again, honesty is key. So be upfront with your employer about all your income sources and any potential deductions or credits you might be eligible for. Remember folks, honesty is not just the best policy, it's also the best tax strategy. Section 4, taking a bite out of your tax bill, deductions. Let's talk about deductions, those beautiful words that can put a smile on any taxpayer's face. Essentially, deductions are certain expenses you can subtract from your income before taxes are calculated. Think of it like this. You earned $5,000, but you spent $500 on things the government considers deductible. Instead of paying tax on the full $5,000, you only pay on $4,500. Sweet deal, right? Now, what kind of magical expenses qualify as deductions? Well, some popular ones include pension contributions, because who doesn't love a comfortable retirement? Then there are professional subscriptions, because staying updated in your field shouldn't break the bank or anger the taxman. Remember, this isn't an exhaustive list. There are other deductions you might be eligible for, so do your research or consult a tax professional. Section 5. Credits where credit is due. Now let's talk about the other rock stars of tax savings, tax credits. These bad boys are like direct discounts on your final tax bill. Imagine you owe $1,000 in taxes, but you qualify for a $200 tax credit. Boom! You now only owe $800. It's like finding a $200 bill in your pocket, except it's way more satisfying. Tax credits are usually available for specific situations or demographics. For example, there are credits for individuals with disabilities because everyone deserves a fair shot. There are also credits for medical expenses because healthcare costs are scary enough without the added burden of high taxes. Again, this is not an exhaustive list, so make sure to explore all your options and see which credits you qualify for. Remember, every little bit counts when it comes to saving on taxes. Section 6. Staying in the loop with tax laws. Now, here's the thing about tax laws. They love to play hide and seek. Just when you think you've got them figured out, they go and change the rules on you. That's why it's super important to stay updated on any changes to the Income Tax Act and other relevant legislation. Another great resource is the Zimbabwe Revenue Authority, ZIMRA website. They've got all the latest tax tables, so you can see exactly how much PAYE you should be paying. Staying informed can save you a lot of headaches and potentially a lot of money in the long run. Just be honest, stay informed, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it.